All right, so for our phonics lesson today, we're looking at words that start with the letter Q. So we're going to do our title first. A nice big round circle with a line right here for capital Q. And lowercase q looks very different from its capital letter. We do a circle, and then we do a line that comes down this way. It's like a backwards letter P. In a lot of cases, we also add a little tail. The tail's optional. Some people don't add it. I like to put mine in. All right, we've got our title. You need to put the date up at the top of the page for whatever day it is for you. And let's do some practice letter Qs. We'll zoom in for that. Okay, I want to do 4 uppercase Qs. So start at the top of the top blue line, go all the way down and touch the bottom blue line, back up to the top. And then we put a little line right about here that comes down and touches the blue. So again, it's a circle, and then it's got a little line just inside for capital Q. Circle, and then a little line. So really it looks like the letter O, but you put this little line right here to make it a letter Q, capital Q. For lowercase q, we start in the middle where the dotted line is. We do our circle, and then rather than like a P where the line comes down on this side, this is a line that comes on the opposite side of letter P. So P and Q often get mixed up. The line comes down below that blue line, and sometimes we add a little tail like that. So circle, a line that comes down, and a little tail. Circle, and a line that comes down. Some people don't add the tail, which means it looks like that. I like it with the tail though. Circle, and a line that comes down, add the little tail. And there we go, we've got uppercase and lowercase q. Let's set up our page with numbers for the words. So we have 6 words that start with letter Q today. Let's do our numbers 1, 2, and 3 right down that middle edge. And then find the middle of our piece of paper. And in the middle of our paper, we can write our numbers. And then in the middle of our paper, we can write our numbers 4, 5, and 6. And we know they all start with the letter Q. In fact, in the English language, all words that start with letter Q also have the letter U right after them. Let's take a look at our words that have Q with a U right after it. We have words like queen, quick, quilt, quail, shh, quiet, and a name like Quincy. Let's copy down our 6 words. Queen is Q, U, E, E, N for queen. Quick is Q, U, I, C, K for quick. Number 3 is quilt. Q, U, I, L, T, quilt. Type of blanket made up of lots of pieces. So notice queen has a U right after the Q. Quick has a U right after the Q. Quilt has a U right after the Q. And that carries on for the next words. Number 4 is a type of bird. We call it a quail. Q, U, A, I, L, quail. Number 5 is quiet. Q, U, I, E, T, quiet. And number 6 is a name. So for a name, we need a big capital Q here, like that. And it's Quincy. Q, U, I, N, C, Y for Quincy. There's lots of other words we could come up with, like quarter, or the noise a duck makes, quack. In fact, I think I might draw a quarter. A quarter is a 25-cent Canadian coin. It's silver in color. It'll say 25 cents on it. And it's the one that has the caribou on it. A lot of people mistake it for a moose. It's not a moose. It's actually a caribou that's on it. Caribou are sometimes also known as reindeer. Got big antlers on it. There we go. And this is a Canadian coin, so I'm going to write the Canada along it. Maybe a year on it, 2022. There we go. There's our Canadian quarter. Of course, It's a silver colored coin, so I'll color the whole thing in silver with my silver crayon. And we call this 25-cent coin, we call it a quarter, and that's spelled Q-U-A-R-T-E-R, quarter. And there's my 6 words for phonics that all start with the letter Q. In fact, they all start with Q-U. Quote.